It began like every boring, predictable day when nothing special ever happens. The sky looked dull, the streets felt quiet, and life moved in that same slow rhythm that makes every morning blend into the last. But little did I know, this was the final moment of normalcy before everything spiraled into something I could barely believe, even as it was happening. As I stepped outside, locking my door behind me, I felt something strange in the air. A thickness, a heaviness, as if the world itself was holding its breath. And even though everything looked ordinary, something inside me whispered that today was different. The silence hit first. No cars, no voices, no birds, nothing but a strange emptiness, as if sound itself had just disappeared. And then came the hum. A deep, vibrating buzz that didn't seem to come from the street or the sky, but from inside my own bones. It grew louder and stronger until the streetlights around me flickered violently and exploded into bright white flashes that made me stumble back, my heart racing. I blinked, confused, trying to understand what just happened, when suddenly the light around me dimmed again. Not slowly like a sunset, but fast, unnaturally fast, like someone turned down the brightness of the whole world. When I looked up, my breath caught in my throat. Hovering above me was a massive shadow. It wasn't a cloud, not an airplane, not anything I'd ever seen before. It was a smooth, flawless, geometric shape gliding silently through the sky before stopping, completely stopping, mid-air. No wings, no sound, no movement, just hanging there like it defied the laws of physics. As I whispered to myself, this can't be real. A sudden beam of sharp, focused light shot down from it, hitting the ground just inches from my feet. It cracked the cement like it was nothing, and right then I knew this wasn't a dream or my imagination. Something insane was happening. The air vibrated harder. Buildings around me shook, windows rattled. Dogs barked from faraway streets like they were sensing something humans couldn't fully understand. Then the beam widened, surrounding me in a circle of white light that felt neither hot nor cold, but strangely weightless, almost pulling something out of me. Before I could move or scream or run, I felt my feet lift off the ground. Slowly, like gravity had simply let go of me. For a second, I saw my neighborhood below shrinking, cars, rooftops, roads all becoming tiny shapes, while the object above grew bigger, brighter, impossibly detailed with lines and symbols I couldn't recognize. And just when panic hit me like a tidal wave, the light snapped off, dropping me suddenly. But instead of falling back onto the street, I landed somewhere else entirely. It looked like a room, but not made of walls. More like shifting metal or liquid glass, reflecting light that came from nowhere. In the center of this strange chamber stood a figure, not human, not machine, something in between. It was tall, glowing faintly, its form blurring at the edges as if my eyes couldn't fully process it. When it moved, it didn't walk, but appeared closer in an instant, looking straight at me without eyes. Yet somehow, I felt seen, exposed, like it was reading every thought, every memory I ever had. I tried to speak, to ask where I was, what was happening. But before any sound left my mouth, a voice echoed in my head. Not from it, not from the room, but directly inside my mind. It said, "You were not chosen, you were detected." My confusion grew deeper as the figure reached out a hand made of shimmering energy. It touched my forehead, sending a flood of images through my mind. Strange landscapes, stars exploding, cities not on Earth, beings traveling through tunnels of light. And then, something that looked horribly like Earth, but broken, damaged, burning, as if showing me a future or a warning. The vision stopped and suddenly I was falling again, air rushing past me. With a hard thud, I crashed back onto the same street where this all began. The sky was normal again, the silence was gone, life was returning as if nothing happened. People were walking around like the world hadn't just ripped open for a moment. As I sat there shaking, trying to make sense of what I experienced, the only thought echoing in my mind was that everything changed in the instant that impossible shadow stopped above me. Because that was the moment when something insane happened. Something that I know no one will ever believe, yet I can still feel the energy on my skin, see the flashes in my mind, and hear that final message echoing like a warning. This is only the beginning. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever experienced something you can't explain, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.